When we talk about changing our lives, we often think about grand gestures, those sweeping changes that come with big decisions and dramatic moments. But I've learned something from my years of working with people and watching those who succeed and those who struggle. It's not the big things that make the biggest difference. No, it's the little things, the little habits, the little choices we make every day. You see, if we want to change our lives in a big way, we have to start small. Because little habits, the ones we often ignore or dismiss as insignificant, build up over time. And let me tell you, the results of consistent effort are extraordinary. You won't even recognize your life after practicing these little habits long enough. One day you'll look around and you'll be living the life you always dreamed of, and it's all because of the little things. Now I want you to think about this for a second. What if you could change your entire life simply by changing 10 small habits? Doesn't seem too overwhelming, does it? 10 little things. 10 things you can start today that can transform your tomorrow. That's the beauty of habits. They don't require any monumental changes to your schedule or a sudden stroke of luck. You can start them right now, wherever you are, with whatever you have. So what are these little habits? What are those things that, if you include them in your daily routine, will change your life forever? Let's dive into the list, so be sure to take note of this. Habit number 1, reading. Now you might be thinking, Jim, I don't have time to read a book every day. But listen carefully. Reading is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. And I'm not just talking about any reading. I'm talking about reading with a purpose. Read something that expands your mind, that broadens your thinking, that presents new ideas and possibilities. What you feed your mind is just as important as what you feed your body. I'm telling you, reading isn't just a pastime, it's a gateway. It opens doors to new ideas, to new ways of thinking, to new opportunities. When you make reading a daily habit, you are feeding your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and perspective. You see, most people long for success, for growth, but they don't feed their minds with the nutrients that success needs. Success requires a sharp mind, a mind that is constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly expanding. And the easiest way to feed your mind is through reading. Think about it like this. Every time you pick up a book, you are holding a piece of someone's life's work, your thoughts, your experiences, and your wisdom. What a powerful concept. Instead of waiting years to learn something on your own, you can absorb a lifetime of lessons in just a few hours. Now, I'm not saying you need to read for hours every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes of intentional reading a day counts. Over time, this knowledge accumulates, just like interest on a savings account. And this compound knowledge is what changes your life. It changes the way you see the world, how you solve problems, and how you face challenges. But here's the key. You must be selective about what you read. Not every book is worth your time. You don't want to waste your precious moments on gossip or trivia. Instead, choose books that challenge you, that expand your mind, that make you think, whether biographies, self-help, or books on business strategy. When we talk about changing our lives, we tend to dream of grand and immediate transformations. Changing careers, changing cities, changing relationships. All of this seems to be the path to a happier and more fulfilled life. However, the truth is that the biggest transformations come from small, consistent actions. Those who achieve lasting success are not those who make drastic, impulsive decisions. They are the people who cultivate simple and powerful habits, day after day. A habit is like a seed planted and cared for consistently. It grows into a strong, leafy tree. One of the most effective habits for personal growth is reading. By diving into a good book, we open our minds to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge. It's like feeding our brain with nutrients that will make it grow and develop. Reading not only expands our vocabulary and improves our communication skills, but it also inspires us to be better versions of ourselves. The diary is more than just a record of events. It is a sacred space for introspection, where we can explore our deepest thoughts, feelings, and emotions. By writing regularly, we develop a greater awareness of ourselves and our experiences. This practice helps us identify patterns of behavior, recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and find solutions to the challenges we face. Additionally, writing is a powerful tool for creative expression and problem solving. By putting our thoughts on paper, we give them form and meaning, allowing our mind to organize itself and find new perspectives. Goals are like beacons that light our path. They give us a sense of direction and motivate us to move forward. By setting clear and specific goals, we increase our chances of achieving them. It is essential that our goals are realistic and challenging, at the same time, so that we feel motivated to work towards them. By breaking big goals into small steps, we make the journey more manageable and celebrate each achievement along the way. Routine is like an anchor that keeps us steady amidst the storms of life. By establishing a routine, we create habits that become part of our identity. By dedicating specific time to each habit, such as reading, writing, and practicing physical exercise, we are demonstrating to ourselves that we are capable of achieving our goals. Routine also helps us manage our time better and reduce stress. Taking care of your physical health is fundamental to your mental well-being. By practicing physical exercise regularly, we improve our mood, reduce stress, and increase our self-esteem. Furthermore, a balanced diet provides our mind with the nutrients it needs to function efficiently. By taking care of our body, we are investing in our mental and emotional health. Sharing our journey with others can be a source of great inspiration and support. By being part of a community of people with similar goals, we can exchange experiences, receive feedback, and celebrate our achievements together. The feeling of belonging to a group motivates us to continue seeking our best. It's important to remember that the journey of self-development is an ongoing process and that we all make mistakes. Don't blame yourself for not being able to follow the routine perfectly every day. Life is full of unexpected events, and it is normal for there to be days when we need to adjust our plans. Be kind to yourself and celebrate your progress, even if it's small. Imagine your life as a garden that you cultivate daily. Every seed you plant, every drop of water you water, and every ray of sunlight you allow to reach your plants contributes to the flourishing of a lush garden. Likewise, every habit we cultivate in our lives shapes who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Regular physical exercise is like a vitamin for the body and mind. When we move, we release endorphins, hormones that promote well-being and combat stress. Furthermore, physical activity improves concentration, memory, and learning ability. When we exercise, we are strengthening not only our muscles but also our mental resilience. With each challenge overcome during a physical activity, we cultivate the determination and confidence necessary to face life's obstacles. The diary is more than just a record of events. It is a sacred space for introspection, where we can explore our deepest thoughts, feelings, and emotions. By writing regularly, we develop a greater awareness of ourselves and our experiences. This practice helps us identify patterns of behavior, recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and find solutions to the challenges we face. Additionally, writing is a powerful tool for creative expression and problem solving. By putting our thoughts on paper, we give them form and meaning, allowing our mind to organize itself and find new perspectives. Goals are like beacons that light our path. By setting clear and specific goals, we direct our energy and focus to what really matters. Break your big goals into smaller, more achievable goals. This will give you a sense of accomplishment with each completed step and keep you motivated. Imagine building a house. You don't build a wall all at once. You build it brick by brick. Likewise, your big goals will be achieved through small, consistent actions. Gratitude is like a magnet that attracts more positivity into your life. By focusing on the good things we have, rather than focusing on what we lack, we cultivate an attitude of abundance and gratitude. This shift in perspective not only improves our emotional well-being, it also strengthens our relationships and makes us more resilient. Gratitude helps us appreciate the little things in life, like a beautiful sunny day, a warm hug, or a pleasant conversation with a friend. By cultivating gratitude, we are training our brain to look for the positive side of situations, even the most challenging ones. Routine is like an anchor that keeps us steady amidst the storms of life. By establishing a routine, we create habits that become part of our identity. By dedicating specific time to each habit, such as reading, writing, and practicing physical exercise, we are demonstrating to ourselves that we are capable of achieving our goals. Routine also helps us manage our time better and reduce stress. Sleep is essential for cell regeneration and the proper functioning of the brain. When we get enough sleep, we are more productive, creative, and resilient. A balanced diet provides our body with the nutrients it needs to stay healthy and strong. By taking care of our diet, we are investing in our energy and well-being. It is important to remember that body and mind are interconnected. By taking care of one, we are taking care of the other. Practicing relaxing activities such as meditation and yoga can help reduce stress and anxiety, promoting emotional balance. Our relationships with the people around us have a significant impact on our mental and emotional health. Connecting with friends and family, participating in social activities, and offering help to others are ways to strengthen our social bonds and increase our sense of belonging. Building healthy habits is an ongoing process that requires discipline and persistence. It is important to remember that we are all human beings and that it is normal to make mistakes and face challenges. The important thing is to get up and keep trying. Life is a journey, and each step we take shapes who we are and what we experience. We often seek big changes to transform our reality, but true transformation lies in small daily actions. It is in the habits we cultivate that we find the power to shape our destinies. The power of routine. Routine, often seen as something monotonous, is actually the foundation on which we build a more meaningful life. By establishing a routine, we create an environment conducive to the development of new habits. By dedicating a specific time to each habit, such as reading, meditation, or physical exercise, we are demonstrating to ourselves that we are capable of achieving our goals. Consistency is the key to forming new habits, as it transforms isolated actions into patterns of behavior. The importance of rest. In our fast-paced society, we are constantly bombarded with messages about the importance of productivity. However, rest is fundamental to our physical and mental well-being. Sleep is the time when the body regenerates and the brain consolidates information. When we rest adequately, we are more productive, creative, and resilient. In addition to sleep, it's important to make time for relaxing activities, such as a hot bath, a walk in nature, or simply spending time with people you love. Nutrition as fuel for body and mind. Food plays a fundamental role in our health and well-being. By choosing nutritious foods, we are providing our body with the energy it needs to carry out its functions and consequently improving our performance in all areas of life. A balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and proteins, contributes to brain health, strengthens the immune system, and increases energy levels. The mind as a garden. Just as a garden needs to be tended to flourish, our mind also needs to be cultivated. Practicing meditation, for example, is a powerful tool for calming the mind, reducing stress, and increasing concentration. When meditating, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass without affecting us. Gratitude is also a fundamental practice for mental well-being. By focusing on the good things in life, we cultivate a positive attitude and attract more positivity into our lives. The power of human relationships. Our relationships with the people around us have a significant impact on our mental and emotional health. By cultivating healthy, meaningful relationships, we find support, love, and companionship. It's important to surround ourselves with people who inspire us and motivate us to be the best version of ourselves. The importance of continuous learning. Learning something new every day is a way to keep your mind active and engaged. Reading, participating in courses and workshops, and seeking new experiences are ways to expand our knowledge and skills. When learning something new, we are challenging our brain and stimulating neural growth. Life is full of unexpected events, and it is important to be flexible to adapt our habits to different situations. Don't worry about following a strict routine at all costs. The most important thing is to find a balance that works for you. It is essential to celebrate each achievement, no matter how small. By recognizing our progress, we strengthen our self-confidence and motivate ourselves to continue moving forward. Start practicing the habit of listening today. It doesn't take much. All it takes is a little more focus, a little more intention, and the benefits you will reap from this, both personally and professionally, will be immense. Then learn to be patient. Patience is one of those things we all know we need, but rarely practice. How do you practice patience? Simple. All the time we are exposed to moments that make us want to explode. The idea is in the midst of these moments to take a deep breath and propose solutions and not noise and fallacies that add nothing to solving the problem. A head full of information rarely manages to have the sobriety to organize thoughts and solve problems. Hence the importance of nourishing yourself with good information. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want it all now. Success, results, recognition, but here is the truth. Anything worthwhile takes time. Our friend, Warren Buffett, teaches us this in a very practical way. Once in one of his lectures, he commented that if you invest $10,000 in the S&P 500, an index fund with the 500 largest companies in the USA, and leave it there for 80 years, you will have $51 million at the end of the period without lifting a finger, without understanding absolutely anything about investing, just letting the magic of compound interest work over time. It takes effort, it takes patience. And if you cultivate the habit of patience, you will find that life will become much less stressful and much more enjoyable. See, most people give up too soon. They give up before they see the fruits of their labor. But the people who succeed are those who are willing to wait. They are the ones who understand that the best things in life don't happen overnight. Patience does not mean sitting around and doing nothing. It means taking consistent action every day, trusting that the results will come with time. It's believing in the process, even when you don't see immediate progress. Reflect on the dynamics of a seed. You plant it in the ground, you water, you care about this. But for a while, it seems like nothing is happening. There is no visible growth. But beneath the surface, that seed is beginning to sprout. It's getting ready for the moment when it explodes out of the ground and turns into something beautiful. This is how success works. The roots of your efforts are growing even when you can't see them yet. So how do you develop the habit of patience? Start by changing your mindset. It is necessary to look further, leave the field of vision of the circumstances and look at the purposes. Instead of expecting instant results, focus on the long term. Again, remember that great things take time and that the work you are doing now will pay off in the future. And in the meantime, find joy in the process. Celebrate the small victories along the way and trust that with patience and persistence, you will achieve your goals. This process of celebrating small victories releases dopamine in our brain. This generates joy and You receive a neural style to continue. Patience, my friends, is a superpower. Next, you need to make sure you're spending time with the right people. Your environment shapes you. This is one of the most important habits you can cultivate. You've heard me say this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It influences your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs. It's not about abandoning your friends and family, but about intentionally seeking to sit at tables which the people there will add to your journey of continuous development. If you surround yourself with negative and small-minded people, it will be incredibly difficult to overcome this. But if you surround yourself with positive and ambitious people, growth-oriented people, their energy will lift them up. This will drive you to be better, to do more, to reach higher. Now, I know this isn't always easy. Sometimes the people in our lives, the ones we've known for years, aren't the best influences, but a choice has to be made. If you want to change your life, you need to be willing to change your environment. Growth has a price. Not everyone is willing to pay. Be intentional about who you spend your time with. Look for people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in you, people who are on the same path of growth and self-improvement. Don't know where to find them? Here in the comments, you will certainly have a good number of people who share the same feeling as you, people who want to break through in their lives. Interact with them. These are the people who will help you achieve your goals, who will encourage you when times get tough, and who will celebrate your successes with you. And here's the thing, it's not just about what others can do for you, it's also about what you bring to the table. Be the kind of person who lifts others up. Be the kind of friend, colleague, or mentor who inspires others to be their best. When you surround yourself with the right people and bring the best to the group, magic happens. Ideas flow, opportunities arise, and everyone grows together. The greatest minds, the men and women who obtained the most significant results throughout history, were surrounded by small groups of people who were equally driven to success and development. So take a look at your circle. Are the people around you helping you become the person you want to be? If not, it might be time to make some changes, because your environment will either lift you up or pull you down, and you have the power to choose which one it will be. Well, these 10 little habits may seem simple at first glance, but let me tell you, they have the power to change your life in ways you can't even imagine. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about starting small, making small adjustments to your daily routine, and staying consistent. Remember the small victories, one step at a time. Over time, these little habits will get worse, and you will start to see results. And before you know it, your life will be completely different than it is today. So don't underestimate the power of small habits. Start now. Even if it's just a habit, then continue to incorporate the rest of the habits into your daily life and watch as your life changes forever. Thank you for following us here. Leave your comment, subscribe to the channel to continue on your journey of self-development, and until the next video.